G'day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fremantle Oval for the mixed AFL charity game as the players making their way out onto the field. Before we get into the game, Albie, of course, today's all about charity, raising money for the Cancer Foundation.
Yeah, a massive day out here at Fremantle Oval. It is the fourth year that we've been involved with this, Donny, and very, very excited. Some big names on there, some local names on there that we're very excited about. And just watching as the umpires walk out, there is no bigger name out there today than the umpire in Dean Margetts. He umpiring alongside his brother. It looks like Brant wants to give a interview, so let's have a listen. Yep, Brant, go. He's got Dean Margetts.
Hey guys, you got me?
Yes, we've got you.
Right, I'm standing out here in the mixed charity match, and I've got the umpires with me. We'll start off. Dean, how are you, mate, for today?
Very excited. Always enjoy these games, and it's a good cause, and we've got a great crew today, which is exciting.
Now, don't lie, how much training have you put in for today?
Well, I've been umpiring all country season, so I'm still pretty fit, so hopefully that credit in the bank will get me through today.
Any in the last 2 weeks?
Not much in the last 2 weeks.
So you're letting the team down?
Possibly, yeah.
Beautiful. Now, who you got with you today, mate? Introduce us to these guys.
I've got John Antonio. And also
Jono, how are you, mate? Welcome along today. You ready for today?
Pumped, yeah. No, I did it a couple of years ago, and yeah, no, it's a great experience, and yeah, it's good.
Not going to lie, mate. This is probably a little tougher than the A-grade grand final you did for the PFL.
Yep.
If you miss a couple, we are going to slay the crap out of you.
Okay, no worries at all. I can cop it.
Beautiful. Thanks, mate. Enjoy your day. Who else we got with us, Dino?
my brother Reece, some would say out of the gets his chance now to obviously defend those sort of those rims.
I'm not going to lie. He's probably right there. I'd say Reece, you're number one umpire in the family or in WA?
Probably my sister.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So where have you been umpiring this year, mate?
Avon, Central Midlands, about 3 or 4 different country leagues. This is two times. Yeah, I did it last year. So it's great.
Beautiful, mate. Enjoy your day, and thank you very much for coming along. Dean?
Our two young boundary umpires, so Liam Miller.
Brant, stay in the box.
Oh, geez, my body's old, and he's sick. And Roy McLeod all helped this year and helped today, which.
Come over, boys. The camera works up there, so make sure we get you good side. And you're all prepped for today, so boundary. Yep. So how many kilometres do you normally do in a game, lads?
About 10, 14.
Is this a half a game or is that a full game? No, I do more as a fieldy. What do you blokes only do cover half the ground or? Excellent, mate. It's I'm trying to get a young fella in to come and do bound. 13 is a big effort. You'll probably have to do about 3 and 4 today. So it's a day, and thanks very much for helping out.
Cheers.
All right, Dean, our last two goal umpires.
Now, Dylan, he put his hands to the worm. Lord me. Sally.
Beautiful. Waffle league. Now, how long have you been doing that for?
I've been a waffle for about 10 years now. I've been in league footy for 6 of those. Yeah.
Mate, and we want to see this one today.
Oh, well, it's either that or the worm. I've already.
Now, tell us about the worm.
It's not going to be good, but it'll be happening.
Beautiful. Well, camera guys up there need to make sure we get it going. And last one, Dean.
Obviously, Sally Bowd. I've given Sally probably hundreds and hundreds of thousands of all clears in our AFL careers over the time. Recent mother is doing AFLW tomorrow, so Melbourne West Coast. So for her to give up her time from her family and obviously away from the footy scene tomorrow is a huge effort. So Sally Bowd, trailblazing female umpire in WA.
Legendary. Welcome along. And are you going to give us this one today?
If you play your cards right and they might come out, yeah.
Well, now if I get on the ground, I don't care if it's 3 metres inside. She's a goal.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Enjoy your day today. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Boys, over to you, and thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks, Brant. Down there on the ground. Sorry, it cut out a little bit. He was meant to stay inside the square. It is unlike Brant Johnson to not be able to follow instruction.
Well, he did a test before the game, standing in the interchange box, and he's like, if I stay here, it's perfect. And the longer he was talking to the umpires, the further he got away.
Yeah, no. So we're going down to the national anthem, and it'll be interesting to see who's going to sing it this year. All right, apologies. The remote's not, the speakers aren't on, so you're not going to be able to hear it from up here. But just playing the national anthem this year. Usually we have Stacey sing it, and she does such a great job. So she mustn't be available this time. But
Well, I mean, obviously it's a little unorthodox, but while we're sort of waiting, the teams out there in the middle, we can't hear the anthems coming through. Our speakers will run through the players. Obviously, a lot of teams, a lot of different organisations represented, and not just footy players either. There's a lot of different sports that are represented through both teams. I might kick it off, go through the Bombers team. Trinity Thomas, Samantha Wright, Charlotte Fogarty, Michaela Puglisi, Clint Barrett, of course, Mr. Positivity, Brianna Claggett, Bianca Glanville, LSC, Nikki Palomino, Kimmy Thies, Renee B, Kaida Solberg, Tegan Chorley, Poppy Stockwell, Ava Stewart, Jessica Davidson, Blair Lamb, Jazz Baisley, Indy Casserly, Caitlin O'Neill, Jamie Karapetkov, Judd Lalich is going to be wearing Johnny Gall's jersey, Renee Morgan, Alana Keep, Ella Matthews, Jazz York, Anna Puglisi Thompson, Kobe Nichols, Anna Palomino, Annalie Palomino, one of the captains. Cameron Glasby Jones got a real fan club out here today. Looking forward to seeing him run around. Marie Palomino, Zach Thomas, Tamsin Barros, Shane Barros, Nikki Taylor Thorpe, Jan Fromm, and Shannon Ruck. Albie, you want to run us through the Joey's lineup?
yeah, just quickly, the coin has been tossed, and the Bombers will won it, and they're kicking to the right of screen. In relation to the Joeys, the losers for today, obviously as a Bombers fan, that's who I'm going for. But it is going to be Nola Johnson, Brock Russell from the Ellenbrook Eels, Cedar Amphanthong, Ebony Dowson, Nick Ristovich, Kira Hoare, Paul Petkovich, Bailey Turner, Finn Fogarty, Brock Johnson, the better Johnson, Zach Waring, Hannah Bruce, our own commentator, Brucey's daughter, great to see her out there. David Carruthers, Levi Baker, Chevy Bartlett, the captain from Swan Valley, Taylor Petkovich, Kelsey Eastwood, Trent Dennis Lane, the former St Kilda Sydney Swan, Dylan Maslin, we played with his dad, an inaugural member of the Ellenbrook Eels Football Club, Nate Renetz, Alex Kabassi, Angus Lydiard, Josh Palmer, Kai Baker, Jared Giles, Mia Whitelaw, Travis Allison, Matt Ristovich, and Jessica Valve Vasori. And we, as we've said before, we have the great former AFL players in Kyle Hardingham, coach of the Bombers, and we have Ash McGrath as coach of the Joeys. So a fair bit of AFL experience out there today. Looking forward to this one, Brucey, and just look at that. Just pure perfection from, looks like from Margetts out there as he practices the bounce. Absolutely flawlessly.
Well, one thing that I said in the reading the Bombers team was no legs. Johnny Gore wasn't actually going to be out there, but he seems to be out there in the middle in the bright orange boots, so he's at least going to start the game, and maybe there might be a little bit of a change later on in the contest. But we look forward to this first ruck contest, as we always do. Just trying to, obviously we've got Brock out there for the Joeys. Just trying to identify the Bombers number. He's up against it.
Yeah,
height-wise, it definitely looks like Brock's got the better of this matchup.
Mate, he's a great young kid. I've had a lot of we've been very lucky to see not just him play here, but I've been lucky to see him be a part of East Perth and also a part of the Ellenbrook Eels Football Club. So we're very grateful to have him be a part of this. The siren's in the air. We get started in these 20-minute quarters. And that is just a flawless bounce as Russell can't quite get the win away. Gets out to the Joeys. Looks like going to be well tackled, although kicked off the ball. Gets it forward. Going to be picked up by Russell? No. Someone gets in there. I think it's going to be Trent Dennis Lane. No, it's a Bombers player, so it won't be. And an umpire has called a free kick for a push in the back.
Kaida Solberg just had a bit too much pace there for Brock and ran straight past him like he was standing still.
Out to Baker. Baker gets it back to Solberg. Solberg kicks inside. Goes down, and that's a nice, easy, uncontested mark out there to Josh Palmer on the wing. Plays on out to Solberg. He sells some candy. Oh, very well tackled. That's got to be holding the ball. The umpire agrees. And out there, we've got a number 7.
Nick Ristovic with the hat on.
Oh, I love it. I love to see it. Love to see it, and then just realised I've been calling off the Joey's list instead of the Bombers list. But yeah, that's all right.
Glasby Jones with a nice spoil there. Yeah, I think you called Glasby Jones as the 30 from Joey's.
Yep, apologies. Apologies there. My team list isn't what it should be. Anyway, it's the number 9 of Joey's, and that is Paul Petkovic. He's going to have the first set on goal, a set shot goal on goal. We are right behind him as he gets in, and he puts it out, but I reckon it's might come back. No, distance, not an issue. That is a behind to start the day, and it is, let me just score home. 1 behind to the Joeys, and the Bombers are yet to score. They'll look to kick in Donnie Bell.
Oh, they've got it's gone out of bounds, so umpire to restart us here. Over on the far side. Again, trying to get it out of there. And again, some good work again from Solberg, who's been important early for the Bombers, but can't clear it away far enough. And we've got another shot on goal with that one. Just wide. Another behind for the Joeys. So it's 2-0 early on. And the Bombers trying to work it out how to get it out of their own end. Trapped deep down the wrong end of the field. As that one from out of the square goes nowhere. A good chance once again across the face, and I think that is through. That's the first goal of the game, and what a ripper. That one from out of the square goes nowhere. A good chance once again across the face, and I think that is through. That's the first goal of the game, and what a ripper. Waiting for it to turn around and show me a number, but a great kick.
It was a great kick from the pocket. She going to turn around on you anytime soon?
Nah, she's just facing completely the wrong way. Doesn't want anybody to know who she is.
Oh, well, that's... Anyway, we're back in the middle. Ball gets thrown up as Donnie will keep an eye on who that one is. Comes down to the Bombers' ruckman. He can't quite get it out. Gets a hand pass out. Looks like we're going to get away with it now. Kick around the body, but it looks like it might be intercepted. No, he can't quite take the mark. Hand pass over. Bombers have the numbers, but the Joeys are flustering around. Gets the hand pass out. Very high up and under, and it looks like Joeys might clear it. No, it's still quite contested out there, and it is with the Bombers. They go for their first inside forward 50, and that is a great intercept mark by, it looks like, Brock Johnston out there. Oh, he goes the big up and under. There's going to come down with some snow on that one. Gets out the back to the Joeys. Can't quite pick it up. It's Dean seen a free kick. And for a throw.
Going back to the goal, mate, this one we probably should know. The Joey's captain, Chevy Bartlett.
Oh, was it?
kicked the goal.
Probably should have known that one. Well done, Chevy. So she's got one on the board at the moment. Well done. That is a great kick to advantage, although the backman, he fell on over. Gets the hand pass out the side. Is that Nola Johnson, I think, trying to pick it up. Can't quite get it, but she keeps it in front of her, and it looks like the Bombers might clear, although Chevy gets in there for a tackle. Can't quite lay it, but she did do enough to affect the kick, affect the hand pass, sorry, and it's now out there. Geez, I'll tell you what, there's some quality footballers out there at the moment, just doing as they please. That's a great tackle. Not rewarded. Hand passed forward with the Joeys. Can't quite pick it up is the number 34 in Shane Barros, a former Swan District Premiership player and Sandover medalist. So look forward to seeing how he goes. I think we've got to do votes at the end of this, Donnie. Apparently we're picking the best on ground, and I think Brucey's already picked Shane regardless. So
it doesn't matter what he does.
Yep.
It's already decided. But once again, the Joeys pouring forward. Another chance to extend this early lead. And hits the post. Well, that was once again, the Joeys pouring forward. Another chance to extend this early lead.
Yep, just hitting the woodwork out there, and we've got a replay option today, which is fantastic to see. As you see that one go straight into the woodwork. This one's been kicked in and out of bounds once again, so we're at the 50-metre arc, and I think Brock Russell already starting to cause a few dramas there in the ruck as he wins this one easily. Toes the ball inside forward 50, gets in to one of the forwards, out and back. The Bombers defender can't quite take it, gets it in front.
Plenty of time there.
Yeah, all the time in the world. And that's a good mark. Very, very good mark.
Well, the Bombers, they've been unable to really get past midfield the entire game. It's flooded down that other end of the field.
Brock Johnson playing well, gets it back in there, forces the turnover. He's doing very well so far in the back line. As this one goes out, and it'll be balled back in.
I think it's out on the full.
Oh, is it? Apologies. And it looks like it'll be that man, Brock Johnson. So the two Brocks, Brock Russell and Brock Johnson, both dominating play at the moment. It's a beautiful day here in at Fremantle Oval. It's beautiful weather. As this one gets kicked down, that is a wonderful kick to advantage.
Well, the Joeys once again pouring into forward 50 with this kick, although they go across centre that one. They're still going to end up with the pill, though, I think, the Joeys, although they're done for numbers a little bit here. Can the Bombers secure possession? Again, we've got the man with the baseball cap having some say in the matter. He's maybe just wearing the baseball cap so he gets noticed and might get a few extra votes.
It's not a bad ploy, I must admit. We're definitely noticing him out there. But at the moment, early days, but the two Brocks and Chevy Bartlett, they have been all over this Bombers backline.
Once again, the Bombers this time winning it out of that contest. But it's the Joeys that have secured possession. Coming forward once more. Again, they're outnumbered, but somehow they're just controlling the ball. And eventually the Bombers ending up intercepting a handball and thumping it outside of that danger zone.
Yep.
But they can't go too far before they're once again under pressure. Another good little handball. Right at the top of the 50-metre arc. The Joeys. It's all a little bit sloppy. The ball's come out. No real disposal. That one off the side of the boot. And the Bombers, all of a sudden, they're pouring forward. Is this the first chance of the game? The bounce unkind. Bounces straight back towards the Joeys.
That was very, very unkind, and it's out to the number 31 for the Joeys, and we don't have 31 on our list.
31.
So that's great to see. Anyway, as gets out, it's still with the Joeys. Sells a little bit of candy. That's a wonderful kick. Couldn't quite take the mark. It falls out, and the umpire has paid the free kick. It might have been off hands, however.
There might have been a touch, but
might have been 2 or 3 touches, but that doesn't matter. It's all about. Anyway, I'm going to pass over to Jason Brucey, to join the commentary.
Who is Jason? Never met him.
It's an enigma, but anyway. Inside forward 50 here for the Joeys. Has found Brock 25 metres out, directly in front. Here we are, Fremantle Oval. What a fantastic day once again. Welcome, Donny. Welcome, Albie. We didn't mention Brant, the #1 cameraman in the country, as we see.
This is horrible. This is horrible. It's been...
Here we are, Fremantle Oval. What a fantastic day once again. Welcome, Donny. Welcome, Albie. We didn't mention Brant, the #1 cameraman in the country, as we see.
This is horrible. This is horrible.
She's talked
had to move a metre or two, I think. And I told her that. Like, sitting down at full back, if the ball's not going that way, you don't have to do anything. So far...
Nola Johnson looks like she's just coming off the field here. Just a little bit disappointed she didn't get the little Joe that goes over the top there from Brock as we see the ball back in the middle here.
Well, two goals, 3-15 to barely been over the halfway line.
The breeze is basically coming across the ground from the people playing along at home. Ball back in the middle, good bounce. Going to recall it here, unfortunately, just outside the square.
It's a howling breeze in favour of the Joeys. Let's be honest. You know, that's the only reason that they're winning. Yeah, the Bombers won the toss and elected to go into the breeze early, and they knew they'd have it coming home.
Quick clearance out of the middle here taken by the Bombers. just been repelled there nicely as we just see the footy come out to this near side of the commentary box. Who's on number 30 there?
Josh
Palmer. He's had a bit of the footy from what I could see. 50
And
metre
50.
penalty. Look to see how they set up here. I can see another Johnson just running around here in the...
Well, it's straight to a player. No one on him at all there. Nate Reenitz.
Poor checking here. Let's see how many other Joe the Gooses they're going to roll with here. We can just see... Yes, found
Found a target. Couldn't quite hit. That was Baker that was the target.
Found the
Still
footy
trying
now.
to get it back to Baker.
Got to get back in there again. Baker's a goal scorer from previous games. Out the back. There we go. That's through.
Well, I think everyone was doing that. That was Baker that was the target.
Found the
Still
footy
trying
now.
to get it back to Baker.
Got to get back in there again. Baker's a goal scorer from previous games. Out the back. There we
Well, I think everyone was doing that. That was Baker that was the target.
Found the
Still
footy
trying
now.
to get it back to Baker.
Got to get back in there.
Just getting used to the replay technology, so we didn't get to see the best parts of that fantastic goal from Levi Baker.
Different ruck setup coming up here. Looks like Brock seems to be maybe looking for a water bottle here.
Well, Brianna Cleggett in there for the Bombers.
Just setting up nicely here on the edge of the square. Ball thrown up as we see clean take there by...
Once again, Josh Palmer getting
Had
some
plenty of
more
the
ball.
footy.
Well, look at the energy of him. He's all over the place, Josh Palmer, at the moment.
Warm weather footy out here today as we just see another good tackle laid here by the Bombers player. Looking in the sleeves.
Yeah, that's Cameron Glasby-Jones. He was at the Perth Demons at one point on a development contract. So got a bit of skill about him.
Inside forward 50 here, the first time here for the Bombers. Ball out the outside there. Hannah Bruce was there to be getting involved in that competition, but the ball managed to nutmeg her. We see it spiral top. That's a great kick coming back into field here.
Oh, Dennis Lane.
Being bounced beautifully here for the Joeys. It's sold back into traffic.
Yeah, well, it just you say selling him candy, but he's just sold him a trip to the hospital there with that handball straight into where all the defence was. Maybe would have been better off going back to Trent Dennis Lane.
Clint was there. He just needed to get involved in that contest there. Just didn't will himself into that. As we see the footy goes to the outside of the ground here for the Joeys. Plenty of space to walk into.
Well,
Plenty of everyone's hailing a cab here. 25 metres out. Oh, just managed to underrun the footy there.
Well,
good lead.
Baker again.
Proven goal scorer in this game. Proven goal scorer through this format as well. Another kick off the side of the boot. Get under that one at the back of the pack.
Goes through for or behind.
Geez, if that was a chip, Seagulls in Fremantle would have been on top of it there pretty quickly. As we see the ball brought back into play very quickly here by the Bombers player. The ball's going to roll its way out of bounds. Just on the point of the 50 on the prison side of the ground.
Not messing about at all.
Key forwards seem to be a little bit of an issue here for the Bombers. Hang on, I'm talking about our charity game as well. So,
key forwards.
Whoops.
Key forwards for the Bombers. The Bombers haven't had a chance down the other end of the park. This has probably been Kyder Solberg's probably been
through
the best
midfield
for the Bombers
here
so
as
far,
we
but
just see
once
number
again,
30.
Palmer.
Number Palmer absolutely dominating through the midfield. Kick across field here.
Well, the Bombers, they need to take some sort of control of this game, but that's not the best of kicks. Straight down to Russell.
I can't call him Brock anymore. I got to call him Russell. This is very unprofessional by myself here. Good centering kick, 35 metres out, directly in front. A little bit of a fluky breeze still blowing across the ground here. So I think he's going to definitely be aiming left goal post at this point in time. got under it here. It's going to drop short. Contest in the square. Been marked.
And Dennis Lane was trying to handball it off to somebody else
He's
straight
still
away.
trying to
Still
go.
trying to get it to Baker. Baker snaps one through. Oh, it's behind.
Baker's just under it here. It's going to drop short. Contest in the square. Been marked.
And Dennis Lane was trying to handball it off to somebody else
He's
straight
still
away.
trying to
Still
go.
trying to get it to Baker. Baker snaps one through. Oh, it's behind.
This kick-in has been major problems so far for the Bombers. They're just not able to generate any run out of defence. It just runs into this pocket here and then just gets trapped.
It was still 3.5 minutes until quarter time. The Bombers trying to work it out of their own end. They've had to scrap for absolutely everything that they've got, and so far they've got nothing. So they're not scrapping quite well enough. We've got another ball up.
It's been very, very difficult for the Bombers out there in 2023, and nothing has changed out here in the charity game. As this one gets roosted up, it looks like a good kick. It's going to be an awkward bounce. It's going to be another behind, and that score just continues to go up. It's 3-6-24. The Bombers yet to score, and I think it probably a lot to do, Brucey, with that all-star backman in Hannah Bruce, your daughter. She's all over it at the moment. She was worried about playing backline. She's so far conceded no score. As this one comes out to the Bombers, sells a bit of candy, kicks it in, but it's not to very much advantage. And this is the number 30, young Josh Palmer. He's been great this quarter. Kicks it inside forward 50. Unfortunately, the teammates weren't really ready for it. Snap around the body, gets picked up by one of the Bombers' defenders, kicks along the ground. It's a bit of a grubber. It ends up with one of the players. Snap around the body. How do you like that one? It's a goal. As the Joeys put through another one.
Great goal there.
The teammates weren't really ready for it. Snap around the body. Gets picked up by one of the Bombers' defenders. Kicks along the ground. It's a bit of a grubber. It ends up with one of the players. Snap around the body. How do you like that one? It's a goal. As the Joeys put through another.
And it's just repeat entry, repeat opportunity for scoring. It's just been a one-way traffic right now.
It's getting ugly. 4 goals, 6-30. Who was the goal kicker for that? Nate Renette, number 25. He is from the West Coast Tigers amateur football team. We've got an inside forward 50 for the Bombers. I was, caught off guard there. As this one gets a little chip kick. Good kick to advantage. No one on her. And I'm just struggling to see the number, I must admit. Polomino, which one? 31. Number 31, Marie Polomino. She is from South Fremantle. This is her home ground. She knows this oval better than most. And she lines up probably about 40 metres out. And what's the umpire called? 50 metres.
50-metre penalty here for charity.
I can. Who's old mate in the hat? I swear he mouthed off and said something. I could hear it. Okay, there we go.
We've just heard
50 metres.
50-metre penalty here for charity.
I can. Who's old mate in the hat? I swear he mouthed off and said something. I could hear it. Okay, there we go. The middle, but finally. The Joeys, we've got Bombers kick a goal, and as we heard from our umpire expert up here in Brant Johnson, it was a encroachment on the protected area. Obviously, Brucey a little bit sour because he is a Joeys man. And there goes the timer. We should hear the siren. The ball's been bounced up. There it goes. Just as we race down to press the button. So we go to the quarter time break. It is 4 goals, 6-30. To 1 goal, 0, 6, the Bombers. Joeys are all over that one.
I wish that we could say the scoreline doesn't reflect the contest that we've seen. I think at the moment the scoreline, if anything, flatters the Bombers.
Oh,
because
100%.
They've had no ball inside forward 50. The first time they really get down there, they get a bit of a gift 50-metre penalty to get on the board, and that was right on quarter time. It was all Joeys throughout that quarter. They look up and about, and the Bombers, they've got to find some way of responding, Albie.
Cole Hardingham. All right, we're going to go to the quarter-time break, and we will be back for the second quarter in this charity game. We'll see you after the break. We're going to go live down to Brant Johnson, and he's got with us Sarah.
there's 2 radios up there. We just don't know how to change the channel.
Yep, you're live, Brent. Brett, you're live.
Not yet.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, we were live.
We are live. We will be live in a second. We're trying to get...
It's a very, very professional organisation, obviously. And
we're going very, very well at the moment. We'll grab...
we're not too far away from getting into the second quarter of this game.
All right.
Joey's leading 4-6 to...
2 seconds. Guys, I need you to stand in the middle of the interchange. Like, there's literally a gap there. You're in the interchange. Move to the middle. That's the one. All right. We're a professional outfit here.
So it should just turn on. It's already on.
Hi there, I'm with Kyle Hardingham, the Bombers coach. You've had a bit of I'm not going to say the word out loud, but you've had a rough start.
Yeah, very, very rough start. But like I said before, there's about an 8-goal breeze going that way. So we're looking to capitalise on the breeze this quarter. We've got a few tricks up our sleeve, and we've got probably going to have a few forwards actually get defensive this quarter. And hopefully by the end of this quarter, we'll be a goal up.
That sounds like a great idea, but if you do need extra help, there's a fair few girls just here waiting to get on. So
Well, we did try that the last quarter, and I think we had about 3 on the bench. We were supposed to have 7, and it didn't help us. So we might go less is more this quarter.
excellent. I look forward to it. Good
Nice.
luck.
Thank you. Cheers.
See ya.
To say back to you. Yep. No. Well, we'll take that as back to you as we get ready for this second quarter. And we're just getting cameras back to the middle, ready to get this one underway. I might go down and press the...
Well, we're just about ready to go. Siren about to sound. There it is. We've got Brock Russell up against Cameron Glasby-Jones once again. This is how it started. Well, a free kick straight away to the Bombers. I don't know how that happened. And they're pouring forward. Well, Brock Russell's thrown his hands up in exasperation. Can't believe what's just occurred. The Joeys, they secure possession down their end of the field and try and work it out of that difficult area. It always seems to be the way. Whenever we have games here, they play it all down in the furthest corridor away from us.
Oh,
Johnson.
Yeah, the better Johnson gets this one down.
I'm not too comfortable with that. I still think the better Johnson's Nola.
Nola, you reckon? I reckon Brock's starting to get up there, but this one comes out to the Bombers. A kick inside 50.
Just so long as we're agreed, it's not Brant.
Oh, it's definitely not Brant, yeah. Soccer off the ground. There's 2 Joeys. It's a 2 Bombers. There's a 2-on-1. Who's going to win out? So far, it's the Joeys, and the Joeys wins. It's now a 4-on-1, 5-on-1
Bailey
and
Turner.
that is a win.
Bailey Turner, take a bow.
That is fantastic
work. It was 3-on-1, and she manages to get it out of bounds.
Yep.
Swan Valley player. And that's, as you say, that's another win for the Joeys. Already leading 30-6 on the scoreboard. An 8-goal breeze, Kyle Hardingham reckons. So
An 8-goal breeze, I'll take that. As this one comes out, Joeys come away with it. They get the hand pass out, get a kick down the wing. Gets it along. It's going to bounce up. Who's going to favour? It's obviously going to favour the Joeys. The ball is just in their zone at the moment. Great vision. Kick inside the middle. Kick to just outside forward 50. Taken there by the Joeys, number 9 in Paul Petkovic. He kicks down to a contest. Great mark taken. I think that might be Chevy.
I think you're right. Already got one.
She's got an eye on 2. She's passed off one as well. She'd be. She's another one that we need to keep an eye on out there as far as best on ground, Brucey, because Donnie, because it's on us this year. I don't like that. I think it's better with the umpires.
I prefer to be taking it rather than the umpires, but a good mark in defence there from the Bombers.
Could be Lockie Neal.
Well, that's the only logical conclusion, I think, as it goes across to Marie Palomino, the only goal scorer for the Bombers so far, playing down in defence there at the moment.
Brock Russell, he just made that look easy and then absolutely shanked the kick.
Great kick there to Keita Solberg. Not his best moment.
Juggling mark, kick inside the middle. And can't quite pick it up. I'm not sure who that player is. The number 32 is Zach Thomas. He looks like he's got some skills, but out again to the man in the cap in Nick Ristovich. I've really enjoyed watching him play. I think he's got a little bit of flair. Turnover hand pass, although the Joeys are going to come away with it. Snap around the body. Couple of players on the ground. Who's going to get it? Looks like Joey's is going to get it. Turn it inside out. Hand pass inside. Out to Chevy. She
Great
can't
tackle.
break the tackle.
Great tackle.
Yep. No prior opportunity. And that will be balled up. Well called.
Well, I thought she did have a prior opportunity, and Jazz Paisley's great tackle should have been rewarded there. But, that's not the way the umpires have called it. Another handball over to a player standing in the goal square. And all she had to do was catch it there, Kelsey Eastwood. Couldn't do that. It dribbles through, and I think out of bounds.
So good news. I didn't set the timer. So it's how much time is actually...
Oh, good. I didn't set it either.
Fantastic. This one's going to be about 30 seconds longer.
Yeah. Well.
So, well done. Go us. So this quarter's going to be about a minute longer.
I'm sure it's not like it's warm. The players won't even mind.
Yeah, that's it.
They're quite happy to play another minute or two in 34-degree temperatures, I'm sure.
That's it. There's no time on. They'll be fine. Yeah, sorry, guys, for any players out there. When you watch this back, you go, you absolute wankers. As this one gets kicked down, and that's a great kick. Good mark.
Normally, in our defence, normally we only have one job. We just call
Who-
the game. And
who gives us
at the moment,
responsibility?
we're doing about 8 different things. So,
All right, we've got some fluoro boots out there. We've got 2 pairs of fluoro boots, 3 pairs of fluoro boots. Kicks it out, and that is a great mark taken inside forward 50. Now, I am struggling to see the numbers,
So
I must
that was
admit.
Nikki Taylor-Thorpe that took the mark there, and she's given it off. And
I think it is Josh. No, it's not Josh Palmer. Sorry, wrong side. Number 3. I think it's going to be.
well, a great kick there.
All right.
Just keep improving the position. So the Bombers, well, this would have to be a shot at goal. It's a pretty tight angle, trying to narrow the margin. He's going to have to strike it well.
It's an up and under.
He gets right underneath it and hits right at the top of the post. It's a pretty tight angle, trying to narrow the margin. He's going to have to strike it well.
It's an up and under.
He gets right underneath it and hits right at the kicking in. The Bombers looking to add to their score, and they have. Well, a very quick celebration. Kicking in, the Bombers looking to add to their score. Puglisi Thompson with the goal from East Perth.
I apologise to anyone who's expecting a class outfit here. We've got Brant, who has set up an absolute superstar setup, but unfortunately it's run by us. So, yeah, it's
He needs some more capable helpers and employees.
Well, I mean, to be honest, you know, we the 3 of us do a lot of work for local media services, and they do a great job. But our job is we just rock up and talk crap. We're not.
Absolutely.
Nobody trusts us to press anything.
Mate, we are the talent, and that's what I've been told by local media. No, you don't have to help. You're the talent. And I was like,
We don't want you to touch anything.
I didn't feel real comfortable with it, but I'm getting more comfortable with it as the days go by.
Well, you know, this 8-goal breeze might be a case because it comes out. This is Bianca Glanville from the Ellenbrook Hills. Gets it inside, and the inverted torpedo. I love an inverted torpedo. And
Casserly with a ripper.
if you get on the end of one of these, I reckon that is that's better than anything. So well done there. As
LSC.
What are you, about 40, sorry, about 35 out, I reckon. No, not much angle to speak of here.
How's this one? LSC with a kick for a goal. Works at the sail and anchor. This is not a waffle W player. Works at the sail and anchor. She struck that beautifully. Get her a contract.
Oh.
Sign her up. We
Well-
don't even know her last name. We've just got an initial. LSC, what a goal. This is not a waffle W player. Works at the sail and anchor. She struck that beautifully. Get her a contract. Sign her up. We
Well-
don't even know her last name. Second quarter from the Bombers. The breeze in their favour.
Brucey, can you go to interview on them two? So we're just going to go down to Brant. He's got Ash McGrath with him.
Okay, for the Joeys, we have Coach Ash. How you doing?
Yeah, no, good. In the lead at the moment, but that's with 23 players on the ground, so hopefully we don't get caught out.
Oh, look, that's all fair. It's all for charity, and you're actually doing pretty well. Have they even got a goal yet? We don't know.
They've had it. I think they've scored 3 goals with the help of the umpires, so a few 50-metre penalties, but we'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Do you have any other advice for the other team?
Stop complaining to the umpires. It's very vocal over there, so and they're swinging the changes quite good, so they're putting on 9 and keeping them out there for a bit and getting 6 back off, so that's why we've loaded up a little bit as well.
Yeah, I definitely have seen there's a fair bit of chatter coming out from the clowns over there, but they're still not doing any better with having 30 players on the ground. That's what I counted before anyway. All right. Well, best of luck for the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Thanks down there to Sarah Madden. She's been our...
there's an interesting kick.
Yeah, Sarah down there as our interviewer, and I'll tell you what, she's an East Perth Waffle W player, so very handy having her. But not only just her, Donnie, as you said before, LSC kicking a goal out there off a great bit of play from Bianca Glanville, and it's very handy for them because they're out here watching. As this one, nice kick on the chest. And that will be a mark to the Joeys as they look to end this run of 3 goals. Kick out to Baker. Can't quite get there. And that will be a behind. We've actually got some Waffle W scouts here at the moment.
Well, there's some players not having Waffle W contracts that might be putting their name up in lights in this mixed AFL charity game, raising money for the Cancer Foundation. A great cause, and
there'll be one of those in those Bull Creek Gleaming girls as this one comes down, although that's a very good intercept mark. Gets it back out, sells a bit of candy, tries to do the fend off. Kick is interrupted, although there's plenty of numbers there for the Joeys, although turns it over to one of the Bombers players. It's now a 3-on-1. It's the one that wins. We've seen this way too often today. There's just no support back there. As this one gets kicked out, it looks like it's going to be with Bianca Glanville. She kicks it inside forward 50. Can't take the mark, is the Joey's defender. Great use of the body. Out to the Bombers. Snap on goal. I don't think it's going to get the legs. It does. It bounces up just horribly there. And this one is going to be, although it looks like it stays in, only just. And this one will be thrown in about 45 metres out for the Bombers, and they've definitely answered in this quarter. Maybe.
Well, it's interesting listening to both coaches, and I say that it's evened up, but I think every player from both teams is currently out on the field. I don't know that there's too many from either team sitting on the bench.
I can see about 2 players for the Bombers.
There's a lot more names on the Bombers list in front of me, so I don't know whether it's exactly evened up. But we'll keep going as the Bombers once again down inside forward 50. Well, you talk about flooding in the AFL. When you've got 45 players out on the park at the same time from both teams, it's very, very congested. It goes out towards Dennis Lane. He can't get the bounce, and it sits up perfectly for the Bombers. All of a sudden, the momentum of this game is changing, and that'll be tapped through for a behind. Well, just couldn't quite get control of the pill. Another one added to the score.
Yeah, it's definitely, Kyle Hardingham said it's an 8-goal breeze. He might be onto something. I mean, we kind of laughed, but I'll tell you what, it has been the scoring end out here today as this one comes out to the Joeys. Kick down the wing. That is a wonderful kick. Plays on. Plenty of time. A nice little chip kick over the top. Again, there's plenty of time there. It gets out to Bartlett, although she's well tackled by her friend and teammate, Enola Johnson. They're on the same team.
Baisley.
They look very similar.
Bartlett and Baisley, the contest between those two in this second quarter has been worth the price of admission. It's been really enjoyable watching those two go at it. Baisley doing a good job on defence after Baisley had a fantastic after Bartlett had a fantastic first quarter.
This one, kick from outside 50, although well kicked to advantage. Is that a mark? It is.
Paul Petkovic, he'll go back and have a shot. He's had a little bit more involvement himself here in this second quarter.
It's been good to see as he could be an early goal scorer to this end because we've only seen one so far. On the approach, not the best of angles. He goes the Stevie J curl. Umpire does a little bit of work, but that one is through the middle.
Here in this second quarter.
It's been good to see as he could be an early goal scorer to this end because we've only seen one so far. On the approach, not the best of angles. He goes the Stevie J curl. Umpire does a little bit of work, but that one is through. Donnie's going to pass over to Brucey. Brucey, 3 goals now to the Bombers. Suddenly Hannah's not doing as well at full back as she was earlier. Just letting the floodgates open.
Yeah, there's a few issues we might have to deal with at home later on, but it's definitely been a change in the commentary box here as well as out on the ground here as we. The breeze I didn't think was actually favouring one ground here, but when you've got 45 people out there on the Bombers' side, it suddenly seems to work in your favour.
Mate, I am looking at the bench. There's literally one player for your team on the bench right now. So
that's because we've only got 23. You've got 45. So as we just see another inside forward 50 here coming here for the Joeys. Good clearance, sharing the ball pretty well here. Ball's come out to the outside of the pack here. Shooting on goal, number 18. Looks pretty good off the boot. He's pretty happy with that. That's a great goal. 50 here, coming here for the Joeys. Good clearance, sharing the ball pretty well here. Ball's come out to the outside of the pack here. Shooting on goal, number 18. Looks pretty good off the boot. He's pretty happy with that.
cross down for one of the players' sources. Got one of our players.
All right. What's your name?
Paul Petkovic, Pecco.
Oh, hello, Pecco. I'm Source. Nice to meet you. What do you reckon of today?
Well, first year for me, so it's a lot more fast-paced than what I thought it would be. Like the first couple of minutes was pretty willing, and really good fun out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereabouts do you play?
Bull Creek Lamey.
Yeah. How long have you?
Anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, retired a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you just came down for a run around?
Yeah, well, there's a whole heap of Bull Creek players out there. Clint's involved with the footy club, so asked me and my daughter to play today. So, yeah, it's really good to be out there and have a game with my daughter, yeah.
So your daughter's out there. Is she playing for Joey's as well, or is she on the other one?
Yeah, for Joey's, yeah.
What's your daughter's name?
Taylor.
Oh, you enjoying playing with Taylor?
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get at the same end at some stage. She's been in the back line, I've been forward line, so, yeah. Yeah.
Tell him you got to get in the same line and you can enjoy yourself.
Tell these guys to shut up. Chris should be used to losing by now. Hey?
Thank you very much for spending some time with me.
No worries.
Yeah, thanks to Source down there for having a chat as we've got an inside forward 50, a mark and a shot on goal for the Bombers. It looks like the number 24 in Ella Matthews from South Fremantle kicked a goal in the first quarter. This one is just offside and it will be a behind.
Tell you what, I think I'm going to have to get out there and have a bit of a run here. The Bruce family's getting a little bit let down in the back line here.
I'm sure you're going to do a great job running out there, Brucey, and just saving that one. As the bounce out isn't going to plan, but plenty of time. Kick down just inside forward 50. Can't quite take the mark, although it's picked up by that number 30 in Josh Palmer. He's having some kind of game out there at the moment. This one out to the number 22. Hand passes out. Plenty of time. Little chip kick. It's going to pay off. Oh, no, didn't go the mark. Went for the tap. And to be honest, very lucky to get a free kick. I thought probably the number 10 out there in Kimmy Thies probably infringed as opposed to the Joey's player. This one comes up. push in the back, not paid. It's going to fall with the Joeys anyway. Hand pass out, breaks it through, breaks a second tackle, kick down the wing. This one taken, intercepted down there by the Bombers.
Ball coming back along the centre wing here for the Bombers. Long kick inside 450. Kicking with this breeze. Number at the back of the pack here for the Bombers. Can't get a hand on that number there, but still manages to work her way back out of the back of the pack there. Scrambled play here. Just got to get some numbers at the fall of the footy there.
Yeah, just have a ping.
Plenty of numbers there. Yeah, correct.
Just have a ping. As this one, shocking bounce, but Joeys have plenty of numbers out there to support the number 37 for Bombers. We don't have him on our list, so I'll have to do some checks because he's been playing in the ruck. He's been playing a very, very good game.
You've only got 45 blokes on your list. How can't you have him on your list?
This one out to Brock Johnson as he gets the hand pass off. The mullet out there is wonderful in the number 23. We don't have that number either. This one out now. It is with the Bombers and kick.
Coming back to centre square here. Nice kick there has fortunately been marked by the Joeys player on the outside of that contest there.
It is fun.
It's a bit of a commentary moment here as we see an inside forward 50 here for the Joeys. Plenty of numbers at the fall of the footy. Quick snap. Inside forward 50 there's just offline. Can I get a score update here, please?
Yes,
Albie?
6 goals, 9:45, 3 goals, 2:20. Suddenly looking a little bit more respectable out there for the opposition team as they look to transition down. This one down the wing to Glanville. It goes over the top. She's a great tackler of the ball, although, sorry, that's the number. Yeah, no, that is Bianca. Good, I do know my players. That's handy. But it only went as far as Brock Johnston as this one gets kicked down. Good mark taken there. Probably about 52 metres out. Too far to score. Kick inside's not great, I've got to be honest, but can't quite take the mark as one of the Bombers players. She's got plenty of support. Hand pass over the top. Gets this one intercepted. Is one of the Joeys players and gets the hand pass out. Another kick inside forward 50. Who's up there? Both players jump up. Nobody stayed down, which meant there was plenty of Bombers players down there because, as Brucey's pointed out, there's about 72 of them out there. Bianca Glanville, never going to drop that one.
Good movement of the footy here by the Bombers as they come around the inside wing here. Kick inside forward 50. Plenty of numbers at the back here. This pack here, unfortunately, the only one the ball's fallen in favour of has been a Joeys player. Unable to
Good
take
tackle.
control of the footy there. Ball shuffled back. That's not a... That's... Yeah, that's a... Okay.
Absolutely through that. That was on par. Like that was an NRL pass. I don't know what game the Joeys are playing, but they need to learn that this is AFL.
What, 25 versus 45?
The kick.
On its way. Looks pretty good off the boots.
No, what's happened here?
Did anyone have a...
2.5 minutes, they said that's time.
All right, do you want to go press the bell? We did start it late, I must admit. So we'll stop the time, reset. Umpires have had enough. Do you want to go press the siren just so everybody sounds official on the recording? Brent, I know you can set this up as well as you want. We will still find a way to stuff it up. Yeah. All right. It is 3/4 time.
It's half
time.
mate. Are you even watching the game? Do you have any idea what's going on right now?
All right. That's the end of the quarter. We'll be back after this. I don't know where I am right now. It's half time. We'll be back after this. missed.
Just start that again. That
You
was
just missed
the best,
absolute
the best
football
intro,
gold.
Best intro
Yeah,
you've ever
best
done.
intro I've ever done,
Nah,
and I'm let down by tech support.
This is
No,
it's not the greatest song in the world, but this is
the
a
tribute to
to
commentary. No, it was a great start to the second quarter by the Bombers. They kicked a bit. We're ready for the siren. Yep. We know how it works. You got to hold the ball up in the air. Yeah, we can see her. What is going on down there?
Well, they're trying to sort out who's actually in the ruck because nobody wanted to get in the circle.
So once the ball goes up in
and
the air.
now the Joey's looking to get somebody in. They're not sure.
Okay, there we go. Let me get this timer started for once. And Jesus Christ, how much? There's a fair few Joey's players out there. It's looking unfair at the moment on the Bombers.
Well, there was about 15 Bombers players that ran on as that siren went. So I think once again everybody's out on the field to start this second half.
So this one out to the Bombers, but that is well intercepted by Ristovic. And I've got to admit, I know he hasn't played the best, but I am loving the hat and the white socks. I'm almost like he's a BOG in my heart at the moment. As this one comes out to Brock Johnston, sells a bit of candy, out to Ristovic. Can't quite get to it. It's going to be picked up by the Bombers as this one goes inside forward 50. Awkward bounce. I don't know who's out there to get that one, but it is one of the Joey's players, and that is a great kick to advantage to Russell. Kick down the ground to advantage. 2-on-1. The one's going to win this one out. It's unlucky. I'll tell you what, the bounce sometimes just goes in your favour.
Marie Polomino's done a really good job there.
Sell a bit of candy out to the boundary. Good kick. Kick inside forward 50. And can't quite get to it. It looks like it's going to be beaten by the boundary line. No, the Joeys are going to come away with this one. Inverted torpedo. We've seen a few of those today. Love to see it. Awkward bounce. It is with the Joeys, though. He's got plenty of support. I tell you what, great tackle, but got the hand pass away. Out to a contest. It looks like it's Brock Johnston out there. Breaks through, and that is a monster. That is an absolute monster.
Trent Dennis Lane turning back the clock there. But I think he's...
A contest. It looks like it's Brock Johnston out there. Breaks through, and that is a monster. That is an absolute monster.
Trent Dennis Lane turning back the clock there.
Dennis Lane. Oh, replay camera work. Yep. Full credit. We got Brent, the tech guru.
He didn't play AFL by mistake, that bloke.
I think that's a I think there's a little bit of a breach of the 666 rule right now. I've got to be honest. I'm just having a look in the middle, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Joeys on the bench, and I can see about double that in the middle. And they still might not get away with it, as that's a great tackle. Oh, they've called holding the ball. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry. At some point, you've got to do it. It's got the barrel. The barrel inside. Awkward mark attempt there by Bianca Glanville. Can't quite get it. She goes in for a second attempt. Sells a bit, and that's a good kick.
Great kick.
Nice and slow, and the man with the mullet, he will take on the mark. I think it is Aussie man. I can't confirm, but we don't have a number for him, so we're just going to call him Aussie man from now on. As this one gets kicked down, nice intercept mark, and a point down. That's got to be a wearing.
Clint Barrett didn't move either.
It's got to be a wearing.
Nothing but Joey's here. Nothing but Joey's. They've got to convert this.
Oh,
goes back
out
to
Baker.
Baker snaps it.
Baker's got two.
Knocks it through.
Baker's.
Barrett didn't move either.
It's got to be a wearing.
Nothing but Joey's here. Nothing but Joey's. They've got to convert this.
Oh,
goes back
out
to
to
Baker. Baker snaps it.
Baker's got two.
Knocks it through.
Out there at the moment, so probably in the conversation, I've got to admit.
Well, we're certainly in the conversation up here in the commentary box at halftime. We're still waiting for an umpire worm. No.
I think we did get one earlier, but to be fair, the camera and us weren't paying attention. So
no, doesn't count then.
Doesn't count. Needs to be another one. Someone needs to have a chat to the umpire at three-quarter time. As this one gets tapped out to the Bombers, and that's a high up and under. Ristovic is under it.
No legs were standing there just praying for it to come down and bounce for him, but couldn't get so lucky as the Joeys once again pouring forward.
Yeah.
Not the cleanest to control. Once again, it comes out to that man Palmer. Palmer's been important. The kick is centred right to advantage, but it's come out for the Bombers. The Bombers trying to work it out of their own end and almost getting themselves tying themselves in knots there. The Joeys come up with possession once more. Still a chance for them to post further points and extend this lead, but the Bombers work it out and take the ball forward.
Yeah, disappointing thing I've noticed, guys, is that the Bombers don't have enough numbers on the bench for rotations, and I think that's a clear oversight by Clint. Joeys have a couple of numbers down there for rotations where, what are the Bombers going to do when their players get tired? They've got no one to change out with. Good mark down there by the Joeys. Kick down the wing, and that is a good mark by Palmer. Very, very good player. Stand out at the moment. And kick to advantage. Couldn't quite take, I think, his Chevy Bartlett. Sold out of it and kicked down the wing. Can't quite take the mark. It's a 2-on-1, but it's going to be out of bounds.
Tell you what, Jazz Baisley from South Fremantle is another player that I've been impressed with so far today down in defence. I know, defenders don't often get recognised in AFL circles, but done a fantastic job.
Probably the same as the Bombers in real life, mate. Not much. Anyways, this one comes through. Kick down is smothered. Hand pass is smothered. Umpire's called holding the ball. And this one will go the way of the Bombers. We might chuck Brant on for a little bit of commentary.
Well, the Bombers looking to work forward. A chance here, kicking down into forward 50. We've got a streaker out on the field trying to get a mark. Can't get it. Don't know exactly who that is out there in the Bombers shirt and thongs, but they've got another extra player just like they need.
Who's the assistant coach? That's who it is. He's not doing much, to be fair.
Well, I don't know whether you're exactly right. He's no players to rotate. They're all out on the field.
So Nick Hardingham's on the side here, carrying on, trying to get cheap free kicks. Put your head over the ball.
A chance now with Solberg kicking forward. Played on. A chance now. Cleggett with a great little move. Kicking inside forward 50.
Is that Barros?
Pouring forward and kicking out on the full. It is Barros. With Solberg kicking forward. Played on. A chance now. Cleggett with a great little move. Kicking inside forward 50.
Is that Barros?
Pouring forward and kicking. Well, unable to convert. It's Johnson to kick in for the Joeys.
That'd be our only kick for the day, wouldn't it?
I tried to get one earlier, but didn't. So, maybe.
Is that a push?
So, Brant, how are you seeing it out there?
I'll be honest, this one-way traffic with the Joeys is really starting to grind my gears. They just need someone who's going to go out there and put their head over the ball, pick it up, get it forward, surge it forward at every opportunity. They've gone inside 50 the last three, which isn't too bad to get them back involved. But there's not a lot of support on the ground at the moment, I don't think, boys. What do you reckon?
Well, we've mentioned a few times the hat wearing of Nick Ristovic. We just saw a behind there for the Bombers, kicked by Michaela Puglisi-Thompson, wearing the sunglasses. So, another interesting little statement out there.
What do you reckon, Donnie? What needs to happen out there? What do the Bombers need?
Well, they need to score more points than their opposition.
So thanks, Brian. Yeah, BT. Brian Taylor special over here. They just need to score more points. If they kick this, I think they can win it.
Oh, Ash McGrath with the 1-2.
I love it.
Fantastic stuff. Well, there's a few players out there Ash McGrath's got more touches than.
Yeah, not this one though. The little turd's going all right.
No, he is.
And how's look at the vision and the kick.
What a kick!
Who stops Brock Johnson?
You know what? Stuff this.
He's out. He's not here to praise his own child. He's not down for that at all.
I don't know.
Grant's checked out. He's like he's had a gutful.
He doesn't want to see his kid play well. He's
going out there. He's going to tag up on him. He's going to put a Bombers jersey on, and he's going to head out there and just. He's going to be the man. I think he's going to go out there and tag his son.
You reckon? Oh, I just think he's had enough. I think he's. As we see a goal out there for Joey's, we will chuck it on, and that's another one out there. And Donnie, you're right. It is Brant Johnson. He's got the footy boots on.
What is going on? He's got my jersey on. He's stolen my jersey.
He's running out there. He's a Joey's Life member, but he doesn't like seeing his kid perform well. He's literally chucked on an opposition Guernsey. He's running out there.
Well,
he's meant to be a Joey, but his kid is performing well.
He's gonna shut down Johnson. Johnson on Johnson. And interestingly,
looks like Russell's about to change his jersey as well. Brock Russell's about to change into a.
His son is actually coming off the field, so he's not on the field anymore, so he can't mark him. But let's not miss the little moment there for Taylor Petkovic kicking that goal for the Joeys. Got a high 10 as the Joeys look to extend this advantage. And here now Paul Petkovic. Well, he's got one goal, looking to add to it. Difficult angle. He'll try and curl this one back. We'll stay with this moment, kicking across the face.
Oh.
I think that's a goal.
Oh.
No.
Wow, not far off, to be honest. I've got to admit, the umpire kept us in suspense. As this one goes up, that's a great kick inside. Can't quite take the mark. Kicks down towards the wing. That's a better kick. Makes full work of it is Solberg. Kicks this one down. It's going to be to a 2-on-1. Good mark taken. And I thought was about to play on. Changed her mind. Kick this one over. And there's plenty of numbers out there for the Bombers as they move this one down. Kick inside forward 50. No one down there to defend. And there's a few arms up in the air going, well, where were you? Why aren't you protecting these players? And, oh, wow. There's probably about 72 players for the Bombers inside forward 50 at the moment. On the approach, puts this one through the middle. That's what we like to see. And there is...
Well, it's another great goal from the Bombers.
And we missed the... we've missed it again. At the moment. On the approach, puts this one through the middle. That's what we like to see. All right, got on the goal umpire, Brucey, on the goal umpire. Let's see the worm. Yes, we've got the worm. There it is. Yes, absolute legend. We'll see the replay for that. Don't worry about the goal. Let's see the worm. Yes, we've got the worm. There it is. Yes, absolute legend. We'll see the replay. Fantastic. Well done. As this one comes back down, it's with the Dolphins out to...
The Dolphins?
Sorry.
Turning back
Bombers.
the clock. The Bombers have paid good money for that name.
Yep, Bull Creek Leeming, they sponsored the team. That's why it's now the Bombers instead of the Dolphins as this one comes out. And have we seen young Brock Johnson? Is he back on the field yet, or is he still on the bench? Because we want to see...
Well, did Brant Johnson actually go out there, or is he just...
He went out there, but I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him do much. So it's like his footy career. There's not too much to miss right now. All right.
45 seconds left. Got 5 minutes left. Well, another kick from inside 50 for the Joeys. Stepping back, moves in, gets underneath it. That's going to fall short and taken. Well in defence there from the Bombers. They can work it out at their own end. But, well, the kick there to a player that just was not watching at all. So in the end, the ball taken over the boundary line. Well, it appears we've gone back to 15-minute quarters by the sounds of that siren. So 15-minute quarters, is that correct, Albie, now? Because that was only 15.
It definitely was. Brucey, what is going on? You're the timekeeper.
No, he's got nothing.
He's got nothing.
Well, I'm sure the player's quite happy to play 15-minute quarters. So.
Yeah. So I guess I should stop the timer and reset it. So we've got 1 quarter to go in this one. 20 minutes left. Will it be the Joeys in a strong position? 9 goals, 862 to the Bombers. 4 goals, 529. We'll be back after this. Look forward to the last quarter.
Well, g'day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the final quarter of the mixed AFL charity game, raising money for the Cancer Foundation. At the moment, it is a pretty hefty lead for the Joeys. They lead 9 goals, 8-62 to 4 goals, 5-29. Plenty of work for the Bombers to do. In the Bombers' advantage is the fact they have about 400 players, and I think the Joeys have actually had quite a few that have committed mutiny, and they've jumped it over to the other side. So it's going to be interesting to see how this final quarter plays out. Numbers-wise, the Joeys right up against it, but skill-wise, they still have a lot of very, very talented players out there on the field. The Bombers, they've actually got a couple of blokes from out of the crowd. Come on and have a run. Oh, heavy contact. Oh, there's a shot off the ball. I don't know whether the cameras caught that. Well, that was an absolute. Well, that was a cheap shot. A cheap shot from Paul Petkovic. The umpire has reacted and sent the Bombers player from the field. Absolutely unbelievable. Paul Petkovic has blindsided him.
Mate, the number 12 out there, that's Kyle Hardingham. The coach, he's had enough. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. He's gone on there. He's an injured person, and he's out there. Is Ash McGrath out there? Because I can't see him on the bench either. I reckon Ash McGrath's out there.
Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled because they're...
Levi Baker wins it out of the ruck. Gets it out to Waring. Waring it, probably illegal disposal. Great work by the umpire. I don't know how you saw that because there's about 70,000 people in the middle. As this one comes out to the wing, picked up out there, it is with... Oh, that is a monster of a kick. Off hands, out of bounds. Inside forward 50 for the Bombers, though. And they'll be happy with that, as it's a good start. But, yeah, some absolute rough play out there. But two teammates, you know, trying to take out Kyle Hardingham. But I reckon I can't see Ash McGrath on the sideline. I reckon he's out there as well.
Nola Johnson's got a head over the ball. Giles comes away with it. Eventually the Bombers work it out of that contest. And we're going to have a free kick. Played on, advantage, goal. Nola Johnson's got a head over the ball. Giles comes away with it. Eventually the Bombers work it out of that contest. And we're going to have a free kick. Played on, advantage, goal.
All right. Brucey, you want to take over?
Brucey's jumping in. As the Bombers, they close the gap. Here they come, Brucey. Strap yourself in. It's one-way traffic for the Bombers with this 10-goal breeze at their back.
Don't worry, Joey supporters at home. In this we trust. I'm not sure who's looking after the numbers here in the centre square here, as we've just seen a few Joey's players being violently assaulted.
We're taking the
inside
the siren away
the
from you.
666 rule is clearly not being implemented right now, because we've got about 65.
Just on Trent Dennis Lane here is Clint Barrett. Mr. Positivity pulls forward and kicks a ripping goal for the Bombers.
Is there any chance anybody can get on him? Where's Bruce? Here. Not sure what the magnet board looks like right now, but there's probably...
Well, we've got 800 in the midfield. Just get one of them to put their head over the ball.
Brock is... this is just a very awkward scenario going on out here. The one thing I will say today, the umpires have had an absolutely fantastic day out there today. Been very well officiated. Ball back in the middle. Quick tap through the middle there. Ended up coming out the side to the Bombers. Kick inside forward 50. The only The only Joey's player there. We've got to get an eyeball on him. He did not contest that. He needed to go a lot harder at that contest
That's
then.
Trent Dennis-Lane, I think.
I think it was. That's soft.
Nikki Taylor-Thorpe looking for her second. Comes in.
Good
strikes
kick off
it
the
nicely. Well, that's as good as you'll see. Nikki Taylor-Thorpe's got 2.
Where's the magnet board? Get Bruce back to centre half back for that contest
That's
then.
Trent Dennis-Lane, I think.
I think it was. That's soft.
Nikki Taylor-Thorpe looking for her second. Comes in.
Good
strikes
kick
it
off the
nicely. Drills that one straight through the hey diddle diddle.
I feel like there might be a Barassi moment here shortly where I might yell something out of the commentary box.
You're going to hang out of the comm box and just scream obscenities at the
Ball back
sideline.
in the
There's
middle.
nobody on the sideline. There's no one to yell at.
No, I'm not yelling at them. I'm yelling at the good centre clearance here by the Bombers. Plenty of numbers out here. Brock should be selling real estate out there. He's got plenty of it by himself. He's just
Trent Dennis-Lane
Trent
again.
Dennis-Lane once
An
again.
absolute passenger.
Give him a ski rope. You'd be jumping off the back of that wakeboard, wouldn't you?
Well, they're saying
Come on.
out on the full, and they're going to give it to Trent Dennis-Lane. I think he's changed sides here, Trent Dennis-Lane, without telling anyone. Although the kick-in is successful for the Joeys.
Have we actually
That's
spotted?
McGrath. McGrath tries to bury one underground. Snap it, goal, and they've got another one, the Bombers. Well, another goal, this time Alana Keep from Bull Creek Leeming. Tries to bury one underground. Snap it, goal, and they've got another one, the Bombers. Well, another goal, this time Alana Keep.
That's the way you want to win. That's the way you want to win. Sort of feel like the Matrix, if anyone's seen Matrix number 3.
My watch is telling me that I'm too loud and I need to quieten down.
Fair enough too, really.
Just calm down a little bit, Donnie.
No. As we see the ball back in the centre here, as we just see another centre clearance taken here. A little bit too high. Advantage played, not surprisingly, to the Bombers. 2 on 1, 2 on 3. That should be another free kick going the way of the Bombers because
Obviously.
there's clearly not enough of them on the field. As we see inside forward 50. Guess what? It's a 52 on 1. Oh, somehow the Joey's player manages to make a great defensive effort as he bounces his way
TDL.
out, saw the 50.
Look at him go!
Go another son.
TDL!
Go
He
another
might
one.
go 100!
Hannah Bruce, what are you doing? Lead up at his boots.
Trent Dennis-Lane!
Do something.
Ball!
No umpire.
He only ran 700 metres there.
Just give the bloke a chance. He can only do so much.
He tried to
I
do
can't believe there was no one there to tackle him. Oh my God. Ball back inside forward 50 coming in here. Here's another turn. I can't believe what did we give him what did we give him a jumper for? Kick to a 65 on 1 has actually found somebody inside forward 50. Was he see another quick kick? There's only 5. Why are you celebrating?
Why wouldn't they? They've just kicked another goal.
my
The
God.
mighty Bombers, Brucey.
Kick to a 65 on 1 has actually found somebody inside forward 50. Was he see another quick kick? There's only 5. Why are you celebrating? Stuff Clint can do, but yeah.
3-point margin. 3-point ball game now.
Yeah, here we go. 3-point margin. How much time we got left? Is anyone on the clock? Luckily enough, I am. So,
We've got as many
we've
minutes
actually
as
got
it takes.
We've actually got 13 minutes left.
As
Elvis.
many minutes as it takes for the Bombers to take the lead.
Yes, I did, my friend. Ball back in the middle here. Hard to get a clearance in here because there's so many people. It's like the casino. Ball skips out the side here as we just see the ball cleared out here for the Bombers. Donny's going to be able to tell us good set of legs there. Good run down the wing here. Kick inside forward 50. Plenty of numbers once again here. Not surprising. There's plenty of numbers for Joey's around here. Good set of wheels on the Joey's. Kick on goal. That's a nice little point there.
Puglisi Thompson with the behind.
Just
narrows it down to a 2-point ball game.
Can you get
Well,
your
it's going
can
right
you
down
get your
to
little eyeballs out there, please, Donny? I need to find where this the better Johnson is or the lesser Johnson. I haven't spied his.
I don't know if he's out there, to be honest. I'm not sure. There's so many people.
Yes,
Oh,
that
there's
is
Johnson.
correct. Johnson inside forward 50 has turned it over.
Hacks that one forward.
There was only 65 players there for him to kick to, and somehow he's still
found
managed-
Nola. He's found Nola.
Laces out as we just see. Back inside McGrath. Kick inside forward 50. Go forward, Bruce. What are you doing? This is your time to shine. At the back of the pack here. Got to go. She's not running for the footy. Come on, get in there, attack. Good attack on the footy there. Sorry, this is purely speculative football commentary here when you're calling on your own child, saying do something.
We've got no number. No numbers in that one. We've got a whistle. Play on advantage. Advantage Bombers. Pouring forward now. Down by 2. Flooding forward into the forward. Goal! Hits the posts. It's a behind.
What does a flood look like when you're already 6 metres underwater there, Don? That's numbers flooding forward.
There were lots of numbers here, and then there were lots of numbers also there. They had to have flooded forward. That's the only way it could happen.
I agree. Yeah. Ash McGrath.
It's a 1-point ball game. Can you believe it, Brucey?
Can I believe it? Yes, I can.
Unbelievable. You wouldn't have thought this at 3/4 time, but somehow it's possible. The Bombers, they've worked their way into this with skill, determination, grit. Hardingham kicks inside forward 50. Here come the Bombers! A chance and another one. Might have come off the post. Snap around the corner! Goal! Touched! Umpire says touched, and we are level at 62 apiece.
Just a tick under 10 minutes left to go.
Well, that was a brave call from the umpire. I don't think that was touched. We've been robbed here, the Bombers. The Bombers have been absolutely robbed, Brucey. Well, slowing the game down here now, the Joeys. They've obviously run out of puff. They're waiting for the siren.
2 minutes. Kick out there from defence as we just see the ball end up at the top of the square here for the Joeys. Looking to transition. Plenty of numbers in front of them as we see great run. First time we see. Going to bounce inside forward 50. Kick. Hannah Bruce needed to get involved in that competition.
She's still trying to get involved.
She needs to get there. Applies the
Pushing
tackle.
the back from Hannah
There
Bruce.
was no whistle there.
Well, Solberg eventually works it away from the Bombers. Through centre field. Climbing high, they can't claim the mark. It's put down there by Glasby Jones. Still it's with the Bombers. For Solberg. Solberg spins around. Right to the top of the 50. A great kick from Solberg, and here come the Bombers. Well, Dennis Lane working it out of defence. Kicks it into McGrath. McGrath. Arrow-light kick, and the Joeys now are away. Well, it's end-to-end stuff here. The Joeys, they're looking for their hero inside 50, but can't find a target. So the Bombers Once again, work it away. We are all locked up. Any score could decide this game. Giles trying to work Solberg off the ball, but Solberg strong despite his slender frame. Now it's the Bombers. They get down towards the top of the 50.
Plenty of numbers here at this contest. Going to need the marky. So we just see
Ash McGrath
just walk his way through a little bit of traffic here as we see another attacking effort defended beautifully by the Joeys, collected on the centre half back. Going to need someone here on this outer wing here. Kick into the sun. Basically, that's been a big effort here by the Joeys here with plenty of numbers. Surprisingly,
we can't
walks out of a contest.
Can't have too long left.
Three on one.
Oh, we've got a hammy here. It looks like Nick Ristovich has done himself a mischief. Still competing, the Bombers, they kick forward. Is this the moment? McGrath takes a great grab. Play on, says the umpire. Well, I don't know whether, I think that they should have paid that mark, but it comes forward, and there is the siren. We're going to finish all locked up. It's 9 goals, 8 to 9 goals, 8. Both teams, 62 apiece. A great fight back from the Bombers, comes up just short. Well, 62 all. I think it's a fitting result here in the end with the Joeys and the Bombers locked at the end, Albie.
Mate, it's exciting to watch that last 3-4 minutes of play. Just end-to-end stuff, really, and great to see Kyle Hardingham and Ash McGrath get out there on the field and just really have an impact. And, you know, there's guys and girls out there playing local level or AFL level, local level or Waffle W level or Waffle Waffle level, and they're out there playing alongside those type of guys. I think it's awesome to see. I think the 62 is great. Clint kicked a goal. We're not going to hear the end of that. But good to see out there. And
33 zips last quarter. You've got to, if you're a Bombers fan, as we are, you've got to ask yourself, where was that for the opening 3 quarters?
So a quick shout out to some players, because we've got to pick who best on ground was. And Brock Russell, he's a turncoat, so I think he's off the list now. Like, he was really, really good for the Joeys, but then he probably felt that there was going to be a turn, and so he changed teams. And I'm not a big fan of that. I think you stick...
Well, he was on the winner for the first 3 quarters. He was also on the winner in the last quarter.
Yeah,
like he felt like...
But just
he's a winner. He wants to be on the winning team.
Just be a one club player. Like, I don't like guys that just go, oh, you know what, this is looking hard.
It's 2023, mate. There's no such thing as one club players now.
Anyway, Nick Ristovich with the hat. That is a big shout out to him. Brock Johnson played very, very well out there, and Josh Palmer from the Wanneroo Football Club. I thought he did an absolute belter of a job. Chevy Bartlett, she kicked one of the first goals. Levi Baker had an absolute belter of a day, kicking 2 goals out there. And, you know, there's just a whole list of Joey's players we could go through.
Well, Nikki Taylor-Thorpe kicked a couple of goals for the Bombers as well. I thought Jazz Baisley, you talked about...
Jazz Baisley played a great game.
You talk about Chevy Bartlett kicking one early and had a lot of influence, I thought, in that first quarter. And then Jazz Baisley really shut her down for the rest of that game. Some great performers, and it's going to be interesting to see what decision we come up with, because no doubt it'll be controversial.
Oh, 100%. We'll go through the other players from the Bombers, and I think we have to give a shout out to, or I have to give a shout out to Bianca Glanville. She played a great game, one of my local girls. Ella C, out there from the Sail and Anchor. She played a belter of a game. We had Keita Solberg, I thought was very, very impressive. Kemi Thies, you had Ava Stewart out there, the Swan District's girl, alongside her teammate in Tamsin Barros and the Shane Barros. I mean, just having that type of Swan District's royalty out there just makes me a little bit giddy. We had John Gall. Love to see the photographer out there got involved. And, like you said, Jazz Bailey played a great game. Annalie Polomino was really, really good. And Zach Thomas, very, very influential at the start. There's probably a couple of numbers out there that we didn't really have as they're getting the team photos out there now.
Yeah, Marie Polomino, I think, had some good moments as well. Alana Keep kicked a couple of goals, maybe flew a little bit below the radar, but
Yep.
Snuck a couple. Was that small forward just lingering around in the goal square, managed to sneak a couple there for the Bombers as well. So, a lot of really good performance. Jazz York, maybe a name we didn't mention as often as we perhaps should, but I thought she had some good moments as well. So quite a few players that worth recognising and worth acknowledging how well they played and the spirit with which this whole game was played. But you look out there right now at those teams, and one team definitely does seem to have more than the other. I've got to be honest. The Joeys have clearly got a lot more players.
I might grab Brucey because I think I've got to go down there and present medal for best on ground, and I think we're unanimous. So, Brucey, if you want to come grab the headset off me, I'll head down there.
Well, here we go. We wait for Albie to grab the microphone. He's got to run downstairs, and if anyone's ever met Albie, he doesn't like running. I think he's allergic to running, so it might take a while for him to get down there. Brant Johnson, he got one touch, one kick. I think kicked it straight to his wife, which he'll hate. He won't have enjoyed that at all.
It's a good kick. She didn't have to move too much. Laces
Laces
out. What more did you...
Well, he got on the headset, jumped in commentary with us. We gave him that opportunity. He could not stand just sitting up here watching his family members actually do well. So he put on a Bombers jersey and went out there to try and shut them down. And to be fair, as soon as Brant went onto the field, the Bombers started making their comeback. So it was all you, wasn't it, Brant?
Mate, what a joke. I tried. I carried that team in the last quarter. 18 clearances, 5 inside 50s. I couldn't do it all myself.
Yeah. Now, I did see. Well, I didn't see all of that, but I did see one kick. It was a good kick. Laces
I was
out.
tired. I was tired.
Straight to probably not exactly the person you were trying to hit.
The worst Johnson in the family, yeah. Actually, no, she's better. She's better than Brock.
Were you aiming for Nola or Brock?
Nah.
Which one were you trying to kick it to?
I was
Because
happy
they were both right there.
I was happy to get connection, let's be honest.
A fantastic comeback. I mean, to be honest, there was nothing doing whatsoever. You go out onto the park and 33 zip. I mean, unbelievable comeback.
Took a kick in, end to end, goal.
Yeah.
It's clearly I just haven't lost it.
Well, I mean, that was obvious to anybody that was watching on the stream and anybody that watches it back later.
If you don't have it, you can't lose it. That's the way I look at it. But it was great fun being out there.
Yeah, no, it was. I think the whole day's been fantastic fun. I'm just trying to find Albert's down on the ground. He's awarding the BOG here today.
Has he got a microphone down there so we can
really
hear?
hope so. That would be ideal, wouldn't it? Otherwise, there's not too much point in continuing the stream. But just looking around for him, he is very little, so he does tend to blend in when he's amongst a crowd. We can't really see him. He goes underground a little bit, trying to look below shoulder level. We wait for the presentation. So there he is. I've picked him up. He's got the hat on. Down up against the sideline. And the presentation will begin here in just a few moments. Well, Clint trying to get everyone gathered in. Of course, neither team here doing the lap of honour. We finished up at 62 apiece, so there's no one really out there they're celebrating. Because we enjoy the draw as a commentary team. I think whenever there's a draw, it's the commentators that win. I don't know whether any of the players feel like they've won here today. Well, Well, Albie, he loves a microphone, but he hasn't been able to find one here so far. Well, he's, we all know Albie. He's a true professional. And looks like the presentation is being done without a microphone at all, so we're not going to hear any of this. It's going to be fantastic. Albie! Microphone! Well, once again, still trying desperately to get a microphone into the hands of our commentator down on the ground doing the presentation. Clint! Can somebody get radio? I need someone answer one. Oh, Brant, as if he hasn't done enough running already today, he's sprinting down the stairs to try and tell Albie to maybe use a microphone when we're doing a live stream and you're doing a presentation. Well, it looks like the presentation is finished and we've got no idea what's happened. Yep. No, that was great. Righto, well, we may as well wrap it up there because I'm sure it was a great presentation to announce the best on ground for that contest, but no microphone was used, so we'll wrap it up there. Do you know how to end the stream? No, of course not. So it's just me and Brucey up here. We're the two most useless technical people that could have possibly been left in the room. Brant's thrown the headphones on the ground, so Brucey's just going to jump in and just chat. I don't know. Great game.
Lyrically about how everything. No, it's been a great day out here today, Donny. I'm not sure what the punters look like at home, but the football oval out here down at Fremantle was absolutely fantastic. It's been a good number of players that have all come out of here to support the mixed mental health charity event here for the Joeys and to help out Clint and everybody else. Paul Kinos is not a going to Clint. He's made a massive amount of effort to get this game up and going throughout the numerous years. I think we're up to year number 4. Is this 5? This is 4. And we have joined us in the commentary box here. We have Hannah Rose Brooks. Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
How'd you go there today? And this is going to be a bit of a crushing an analogy of your performance out there, but how did you enjoy the day?
It was a lot of fun. Very hot, but I'm glad that it was a bit silly. And yeah, they chucked everyone out there. Everyone was on the field. There was no interchange, no bench.
Oh, okay, right. So how did you think your performance went? How did you go?
As someone who does not play football, I think I did okay. I almost landed 2 tackles. I ran a lot. I chased people. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say. I didn't kick a goal like I did once from 10 metres out.
Did you... I'm going to critique you here. Did you go and say to Ash McGrath, say, mate, seriously, you need to push me forward? Because you did not push forward late in the game, but I felt like when there's only so much time left in the game, it was your time to shine. Your talents were a little bit wasted at full back.
I agree. But I was also happy to let people who really wanted to kick goals, who play footy, I was happy to clear that forward line space for them. And I was happy to sit in the back line, have a bit of run around as someone who does not particularly feel the need to excel in these games. So I was happy.
How did you also feel about being out on the field with an AFL premiership, I won't say premiership, but an AFL umpiring legend, Demo Getz? He was out there, so there was...
That was exciting. I think the umpiring was really good this year.
100%.
I think it was really good this year. And the goal,
The umpiring is always great because without them, we.
the female umpire, goal umpire, I'm not sure what her name is. She was very lovely, very nice. When I wasn't sure what I was doing as a fullback, she was helping, giving me advice. That was lovely.
Did she say just go and spoil the ball, and if you hit them in the back of the head, that's fine?
Yeah, basically that stuff. No, but yeah, I wasn't sure where I stood, if I could, cause I didn't know when they're kicking goal and you're trying to stand if you could go over the line or not.
Hunter's playing along at home. Hannah Bruce is a netball person, so
Yeah.
Seeing where everybody stands and where they can and can't go.
Yeah, exactly. Netball's very serious about positions, and
But you've played in these games a couple of times this year.
yes.
Probably would have enjoyed it out there. Certainly was a lot more social out there this year.
Yeah, I was very nervous because a lot of the girls out there, there's a lot more girls out there this year, and a lot of them play football. But I found another girl that doesn't play football, and I stood with her. But also, everyone was really nice.
How did you rate Dylan's game today?
Dylan Maslin?
Dylan Maslin.
I don't know. He spent more time on the bench than me. So.
That's a fairly harsh critique. And Brock.
Not happy with him. He chucked on Bombers jumper and played for the opposition team. He's a traitor.
That's a fairly honest.
And he's always been a Joey, so that's just terrible.
I'm not sure how much they had to pay him or what was going
Well,
on there.
when he came over and he said it was either put it on the other team's jumper or bench, and I think he should have picked bench. Never play for the opposition.
All right, mate. Done well out there today.
Thank you.
Close game.
Very close.